Okay, forget the 21 days of beauty. Personally, I prefer this sale that Ulta does twice a year. I actually wasn't sure if they were going to do this sale because they did switch up the way they did 21 days of beauty, but I am so happy that the spring haul event is here. If you've never shopped a spring or fall haul event sale, this sale tends to focus a little bit more on drugstore and affordable brands. There are a few high-end brands included in some of the categories, but overall, it's the more affordable categories, which I personally love. I'm all about drugstore makeup, so it's really nice to be able to get a discount on drugstore brands because they already tend to be more affordable. That being said, a lot of drugstore products are obviously more expensive than they have been in the past. Everything is more expensive these days, so it's definitely nice to be able to get a discount. So I wanted to share this sale information with you in case you haven't shopped a spring or fall haul event and just kind of chat about my recommendations. They have thousands of products on sale. When I hit the sale page, there were close to 5,000 products discounted in really every category: makeup, skincare, body care, tools, hair products, lashes, nails. What's really nice is you only have to shop this sale once because everything is discounted at the same time. So you can place one order, you can go to the store once, which is so nice rather than the 21 days of beauty where you have to check back multiple times. If you are an Ultimate Rewards member, definitely check your bonus offers because I had a point multiplier in mine, so I could get 5 times the points on my order, which is amazing. So definitely take advantage of that if you have that point multiplier available too. It's like right in your app, or if you log into your account on the website, you can find it there. And I will link the sale page in the description box below so you can scroll through because there are a ton of products discounted. I recommend kind of sorting by brand or category because it can be a little bit overwhelming, but I just wanted to share some of my top recommendations, go over the sale with you, maybe make it a little bit more approachable. And if you do use my link in the description box below, it is an affiliate link, so thank you so much for supporting my channel. But if not, you can head over to Ulta's website or their app and see all of the deals there. Okay, let's start with makeup, which is kind of what I'll focus on, and then I'll touch on skincare and kind of go over a few of the other categories as well. So the Ulta Beauty collection is up to 50% off. I know it doesn't get as much hype as the Sephora collection, like Sephora's in-house brand, but they do have some great products, a ton of options, makeup, tools. I really like their brushes. They have skincare, sun care. My absolute favorite product by that brand is the Juice Infused Lip Oil. It is so nourishing, really luxurious feeling. They smell really good. They look so juicy and glossy on the lips. There's one product on my wish list, their Blush Beam Cream Blush. It says that it gives like a glowy highlighter effect and it's on sale for $6. So I think I might try that. ColourPop's website does tend to run some really good deals, but if you're looking to shop it through Ulta to get points or redeem points, I do recommend the Super Shock Shadows. That is my #1 ColourPop favorite. I love that formula. I also love their Super Shock cheek products, specifically the highlighters. I've been wearing those quite a bit lately. They just give a very smooth effect to the skin, and I love the way they kind of melt into the skin, whether you're wearing like powder underneath or just cream products. Their lippy pencils are my favorite lip liners of all time. I wear one of those almost every single time I do my makeup because they are creamy, but they also stay in place well. And I think they have a really good range of shades. I don't think they have as many shades on Ulta's website as they do ColourPop's website, but if you can find a few shades you love, they really are gorgeous. I want to purchase the ColourPop Tinted Moisturizer. That used to be one of my favorite products. And now that I am into like lighter coverage products like tinted moisturizers or like tinted serums, I do feel like maybe I would really enjoy that again. It's been years since I've owned it, so I do think I'll pick that up. Another one of my favorite brands is NYX. They are buy two, get one free the entire brand. So if you want to stock up on some of your favorites or try a few new launches, it's nice to be able to get a discount. A couple of new releases or my thoughts on a few new releases. I didn't love the Duck Plum glosses. They look really pretty. Like they definitely have this glossy, gorgeous finish. They have a lot of pigment, so if you do prefer a high pigment gloss, you might like them for that reason. But they have, I forget what the specific ingredient is. It's some sort of pepper, or it feels like pepper on the lips. So they feel really spicy and they do sting. Like they're pretty painful in my experience. I feel like I don't tend to prefer like a painful plumping gloss, and that's what I get from those. And on top of that, they didn't really plump up the lips. Like they definitely made my lips look a little bit bigger because they were so glossy and shiny. But overall, that wasn't my favorite formula from NYX. I do love their fat oil glosses though. That's probably my #1 favorite gloss formula from NYX right now because it looks just smooth and shiny, but it's kind of thin. It has a little bit of a tacky feel, so I find that they actually last on the lips really well. And I do like their new fat oil slick click glosses, which are kind of They're not exactly like the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips, but they lean in that direction. They're very glossy. I think they have a little bit more pigment than the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lips, although it does depend on which shades you get. I wouldn't say they're quite as glossy. Like they almost have a little bit more of a lipstick feel to me than the Tarte ones, but those are really nice too. Their Pro Fix concealer, the stick concealer, is really pretty. It has a very skin-like finish, but good coverage. It looks really smooth on the skin. And I do like the Buttermelt bronzers as well. They give your skin like a little bit of a glow. I have seen people order those and they've come completely shattered. So that is something to be aware of. They might be a little more ideal to shop in store. Mine came fine, but sometimes Ulta, they're not really known for always packaging their products super well. So that is something to keep in mind. About Face is 30% off. You know what? I bought their new foundation and I still haven't tried it. I filmed like 3 testing new makeup videos right in a row, and there were other foundations I tried in the other ones, so I didn't get around to trying that yet because I wanted to try it out on camera. So maybe I'll film that soon. Otherwise, I need to just try it off camera so I can finally use it because I had high hopes about that. Like I went into Ulta specifically to buy that, and that's the only thing I picked up, which doesn't normally happen, but it sounds so nice. They say it has like a skin-like finish, but it still has good coverage. So you know what? I'm just going to try it out. I don't know if I'll get the chance to film it on camera for the first time, but I will use it in an upcoming video. I do really love their lip liners as well. They're really creamy, somewhat similar to ColourPop, but I would say they're like a little bit silkier, but they have really good pigment. They definitely stay in place all day long. And I also love the About Face Cherry Pick Lip Color Butter. This product is so underrated. I never hear anyone talk about it. It's basically a glossy lipstick that is incredibly moisturizing on the lips. I think the reason why these haven't gone like quite as viral or they don't get as much hype is because they are super highly pigmented. And when it comes to these type of like click up products, a lot of people prefer more of a sheer finish. But if you're someone who does love like a lot of pigment with your products, especially a glossy pigmented product, I think you'll love that. If you didn't know, Ulta carries Af94, which is the sister brand to About Face. It's like the more affordable brand, although now that About Face lowered their prices, which was probably like a year ago at this point, they're not too different when it comes to price points, but they are more affordable. They used to be a Walmart exclusive, but now they're sold at Ulta. So my favorite product from them is the multi-use cheek and lip color. It's so pretty. If you like a thin cream product, this is definitely the one to try. It has almost like a natural satin finish rather than being overly dewy on the skin. I actually have like a brighter, more vibrant berry shade, and it's so nice because you can sheer it out or really build it up if you want to use it on the lips too, or you like a more pigmented blush. I don't recommend their Push to Start mascara. I originally bought it in blue. I don't think I actually tried the black version. The blue version didn't show up on my eyes, but the actual formula was so bad. It didn't apply well, it didn't layer well, it didn't do anything for my lashes. There was no volume, no length, and I think it looks like it has pretty bad reviews on Ulta's website too, so I think a lot of other people might have had the same experience. So that's one product I recommend avoiding. So I'll go over a few more brand specific deals, but this year they categorized it a little bit differently. So they did up to 30% off face, 30% off eyes, and then 30% off lips. So when you click on like that specific deal, it really just pulls up a ton of products, like hundreds and hundreds of products. So some brands have like 1 or 2 products on sale. Some brands have like their entire line of face products on sale. So I personally recommend sorting either by brand if you're looking to shop for some of your favorite products or restock, or by category, because when you click on foundation and you click on like the little filter button, you can sort by like foundation, powder, concealer, primer, and then they also included blush, bronzer, and highlighter in the face category. That just makes it a little bit easier to digest if you are interested in shopping the sale rather than being met with like hundreds of results. So that's personally how I shop the sale, because I also feel like it helps me shop more strategically and not just buy products I personally don't need or I'm not interested in just because I scroll through and see that they're discounted. So again, there are some higher end brands, but mostly drugstore overall. So as for brand specific deals, I want to share CoverGirl is offering 40% off face products. So the Simply Ageless Skin Perfector Essence Foundation is now $12.89, which is a great deal because it's normally over $21. Still on the fence about this product. Like, I love the way it looks on my skin. It looks so good initially. It just doesn't wear super well on me because I do have more oily skin. But I'm kind of thinking about buying a darker shade in it because I do feel like there are days where I want this, where I don't necessarily need my makeup to last like 12 hours. The shade I got's a little bit light, which surprised me. I will say, based on my experience and what I've heard, it does run a little bit light. So if you're on the fence, I would recommend going up a shade, but that's a great deal. I actually bought mine at CVS and I redeemed a bunch of coupons, and I still don't know that I got it for $12.89. I also love the True Blend Matte Made Foundation. If you have really oily skin, that's going to be a little bit more ideal because I do find that it lasts really well. That's on sale for about $8. And I also enjoy their Clean Fresh Pressed Powder. Again, an oily skin staple, probably not as ideal if you have dry skin because it does tend to be more mattifying. Within the face category, Essence face products are also all 30% off, including their Hello Good Stuff Glow Serum Primer, which I love. It's a really good alternative to the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Drops. I wouldn't say it's an exact dupe, but it's very, very similar. The Pure Nude Baked Blushes are an absolute staple of mine. They look so healthy and glowy and natural on the skin, and the Pure Nude Baked Highlighter is like my #1 highlighter at the drugstore. Flower Beauty face products are also 30% off, so a few of my favorites would be the Lip and Cheek Gel Crush, which can be used as like a highlighter. You can also use it, or it can be used as a blush. You can also use it on the lips. I have a really pretty coral shade, and last summer I was really into that product and I kept trying to purchase more shades and it was always sold out because I think it was going viral on TikTok at the time. So I might actually grab another shade of that now that, spring is here and summer is right around the corner. I also love the Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. I'm almost done with mine, so I think I will repurchase that. It's a really good alternative to the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. It gives your skin like a very smooth, perfected look and adds just a little bit of coverage. Also, the Get Real Serum Concealer, one of my absolute favorites. It's very thin, but it makes your skin look really smooth and it does have good coverage. Last Flower Beauty product I wanted to mention, the liquid cheek products are on sale, like the highlighter, the liquid blushes, the liquid contour. My favorite out of the three is definitely the liquid highlighter. I feel like it's actually better than Charlotte Tilbury's formula. My least favorite would be the liquid blushes. I personally didn't think the liquid contour was streaky, but I heard some people say that. So just keep that in mind. But I found that the liquid blushes were good. They were just a little bit, they were like more matte than I expected them to be. I wanted them to be really glowy, but if you mix them with the liquid highlighter, you can definitely get that effect. Like I said, there are like 1 or 2 products from all different brands on sale within this category, but if you're looking for like an entire brand discounted, LA Girl is 30% off, so is JCat Beauty, Kiko Milano, which I don't think they normally include that brand in the spring haul event, so definitely check that out if you like those products or you're curious about that brand. Wet n Wild, Physicians Formula, so a ton of foundations, powders, cheek products are on sale during the spring haul event. They're also offering up to 30% off eye products. If you click on this, there are over 600 products on sale. I would definitely recommend narrowing this down based on category. Like if you need a new eyeliner, click eyeliner because it will just kind of remove everything else. You can actually see the products that you're shopping for because 600 products is a lot to kind of sort through. So the #1 deal I wanted to highlight is that the Essence mascaras are 30% off, which makes them all either $279 or $349. I don't know that it really gets more affordable than that when it comes to mascara, and Essence has a ton of options. They actually have 28 different products, which surprised me. I didn't realize they offered so many. If you asked me, I would have said that they had like 12 mascaras, which I still think is a ton, but 28 is so many. So personally, I love the Lash Princess False Lash Effect. I know it gets some mixed reviews. Some people say it flakes or smudges. That hasn't been my experience. I think it does a great job of making your lashes look so long and dramatic. But if you don't like that one, I've recently been using the new Lash Without Limits mascara and it is so good. It makes your lashes look so dramatic, so intense. I think I want to pick up that mascara in brown because I love the black one so much. But again, as a whole, like entire brands that are discounting their lines, JCat Beauty's 30% off eyes, so is Kiko Milano, Wet n Wild, LA Girl, Makeup Revolution, and then again, up to 30% off lip products. So a ton of products that are discounted. I wanted to highlight that Milani has 30% off their entire line of lip products, and they actually make so many of my favorite formulas at the drugstore. Their Color Fetish lip stains, which is kind of like a newer launch, is really pretty. I think those actually came out at the end of last year, but I think those are a really good alternative to like the Fenty Beauty lip stains. And I don't know that this type of product is trending as much these days days, but I do feel like it's such a nice option for spring and summer because you can apply it and you can even like blot off the glossy layer and you have a really gorgeous stain that will last all day. So I do recommend trying those. They also feel really comfortable. I wouldn't say they're as long lasting as Fenty. Let me just put that out there. Or some of the other like more expensive glossy lip stains, but they are definitely the most comfortable. I feel like even once like the glossy layer wears off and I've had the stain on for a few hours, my lips just feel really moisturized, which I don't get from a ton of other stains. Of course, I love the Fruit Fetish lip oils. That's one of my favorite lip oil formulas. And I also really like their Color Fetish matte lipsticks. I've been wearing those a good amount lately because I have been wearing more lipstick and they're just, again, very, very comfortable. So Milani has a ton of good options. Most of the brands that are discounted in the lip category have just like a couple of products on sale, but Winky Lux is also discounted like the entire line. I haven't tried a lot of their products, but I just wanted to mention that. Also, the Ulta Beauty Collection About Face, like I mentioned earlier, there is one Fenty product discounted. It's actually one of their lip stains, but it was part of a limited edition collection. It's like a color changing lip product. So that's been on sale for a little while. I think that might have been on sale during the 21 Days of Beauty too, but if you want to grab it, it is on sale right now. If you're a fan of minis, they did discount some high-end minis, including Too Faced, so they're offering 30% off Too Faced minis. I don't know how good of a deal these are. I will say, as I do like my Sephora value set breakdowns, Too Faced as a whole tends to offer more product in their minis than other brands. So usually their minis do come out to be a good deal when you compare it like price per ounce compared to the full size product. So take 30% off on top of that. And I do think you usually can get a good deal, but it might be worth looking a little bit more closely if you are considering them. But you can also get up to 50% off minis from Tarte, Clinique, and IT Cosmetics. Up to 30% off nail products, including press-on nails and nail polish, nail treatment. So I'm taking a break from press-on nails. I have been for the last few months. Occasionally I'll wear them, but not really. It's been nice to give my nails a break. So please let me know, do you have any nail polish brands you love, you highly recommend? It's been years since I've really done my nails at home. So I'm kind of out of the loop and I feel like there isn't like one brand that I go to over and over. I have products from Olive & June, which I do tend to love. Like they really are my favorite. But if there's anything else you recommend, please let me know. They're also offering up to 30% off lashes, mainly Ardell, Eyler, and Kiss, but then a couple of other brands too. If you need some new brushes, one of my favorite brands is Real Techniques. I swear their brushes are just as good as high-end, and they have a lot of options. They have some new brushes I'm curious to try. Like as I was scrolling through, I was like, oh, I haven't tried a lot of these. So I actually might go through and buy some. Do I really need new brushes? I know I don't. What I need to do is wash my brushes and then I'll have a lot of options to choose from in my own home. But if you do need new brushes, I highly recommend their Everyday Essentials set. I recommend this every time I see it's on sale because I've purchased 2 of them and I use one of these brushes almost every single day. That large powder brush in there is so perfect for blush and bronzer and setting your face. There's a good brush in there for cheek products or foundation, another one that I'll use for under eye powder or highlighter. It's a really good deal, even if you buy it at the full price point, but getting 30% off makes it even better. Okay, moving on to skincare. I get a little bit overwhelmed by the skincare sale when it comes to the spring and fall haul events. I love having like tons of makeup choices, and I guess because I am like a makeup channel, I've tried so much makeup, so many brands, so I can easily share recommendations. But when it comes to skincare, I feel like there are a ton of brands that I personally haven't tried. So if you have any recommendations, please let us know in the comments. They did organize this. Like there are a few brands that they put discounted as a whole, but then they did like 30% off cleansers, 30% off moisturizers, 30% off serums. So that's a good place to start. So for example, up to 30% off cleansers. When you click on that, there are over 200 products on sale, which again, when it comes to a cleanser, for me, that's just too much. I don't want 200 options when it comes to my cleanser. So just a tip, I always use the filter button. If you click on that, but you click on category, again, you can see a breakdown. So you can sort by face wash, cleansing balms and oils, cleansing exfoliators, makeup removers. So that just makes it a little bit more helpful in my opinion. That way you can still shop the sale without feeling like so inundated by products. Anyway, the only product that's like truly on my list is the Garnier Micellar Water, the waterproof version, because I'm almost out of mine. And I use that to remove my eye makeup and sometimes my face makeup, but always my eye makeup every single night. So I highly recommend that one. I wanted to mention the Luna Forgo is on sale. This is a more expensive brand, Foreo. It's 40% off. So it's normally over $100. This is a good product if you like a device to help with cleansing. It's not a 100% necessity. You can definitely use your hands or a washcloth or whatever, but I like this product because it is silicone and it basically vibrates, so I feel like I get like a deep cleanse. I don't use it every single night. I actually bought mine during one of the recent Ulta sales, but sometimes I feel like when I have a ton of makeup on or my pores are like a little bit clogged, that is a nice product to get like that deep cleanse. I have heard good things about the brand Peach Slices as a whole. Like a lot of you have recommended that brand to me in a few of my videos, so I'm kind of curious to try some of their products. I might try their Redness Relief Soothing Cleanser, or they also have an oil control balancing cleanser, which might be more ideal during the summertime. And I'm also somewhat curious about the Bioma Melting Balm Cleanser. I don't necessarily need either one of those products, so I don't know if I'll grab them for sure, but those are products that have, or brands, I guess, that have piqued my curiosity. I haven't tried anything from Peach Slices, but I do have a moisturizer from Bioma that's really nice. As for moisturizers, I didn't think it was possible, but they have even more options, over 450. That honestly just kind of blows my mind. I can't quite comprehend that they have over 450 moisturizers on their website. Actually, even more than that. These are just the ones that are on sale. So again, you're going to want to narrow that down by like actual category or brand or concern or skin type just to make it a little bit easier. I didn't even scroll through all of them because there are so many. So just a couple of my recommendations. I'll share like three. The Bioma Moisturizing Rich Cream is on sale for $11.89. I just used mine up completely, so that's why it's kind of like fresh in my mind. It was a really nice product. I used it mainly during the winter when my skin was a little bit sensitive. I found it to be really hydrating, and it was like this nice texture. It wasn't too thick or too thin. It wasn't like a gel cream formula or like an overly thick, luxurious type of night cream. It kind of fell in the middle. So it was perfect for like throwing on whether I was doing makeup or no makeup. It left my skin feeling hydrated all day long. I kind of want to try their moisturizing gel cream now that the warmer weather is here, and they do have one with SPF 32. So I might grab that because I do love a good gel cream moisturizer, especially in the warmer weather. I also really love the Cocoa Kind Resurrection Polypeptide Cream. It's such a strange texture that when I initially tried it, I was like, I do not like this, but it leaves my skin feeling and looking so good. Again, I've mentioned this so many times on my channel, but there are like random time periods, especially during the winter, where my skin just like freaks out. It's red, it's irritated, nothing is doing it. And there are like a couple of go-to products that I tend to reach for over and over. And that is a newer one that I discovered this year. It just kind of calmed my skin down. It did balance my skin out, but it was strange. It almost had like a little bit of a matte finish. So if you have extremely dry skin, that might not be as ideal. But if you have oily skin and you deal with breakouts or redness or sensitivity, that is a really nice product. So as for serums, there are over 300 different options, some higher end, more expensive options included too, as well as drugstore. I don't have any specific recommendations because I haven't tried a lot of products in this specific category. But again, I'm kind of curious to try some products from Peach Slices. I've heard good things about their Redness Relief Azelaic Acid Serum, so that is something I might grab myself just because I do want to try the brand as a whole. If you need lip care, like, lip treatment type of products rather than lip gloss or lipstick, they are offering over 150 products for up to 30% off in this category too. As for brand specific deals, Pixi is 30% off. I guess this kind of includes makeup too, but I don't know, when I think of Pixi, I tend to think of skincare, but they do have some makeup products as well. I did try their eyeliners not too long ago. They're what were they? They're Endless Silky Eye Pencils. And I do use the black one because it is so creamy. I use it to tightline, but it does stay in place really well. Number 7 is 40% off the entire brand. I haven't tried this brand. I thought they were a makeup brand for some reason, but I must be mixing them up with something else. 40% off seems like a great deal because they do have some more expensive products as well. So do you have any recommendations? Is there anything from the brand you absolutely love? Select bubble products are 30% off. I actually just used up 2 bubble products, a cleanser and a moisturizer. And I think this brand is such a good option if you have sensitive skin or you have someone younger in your life who's getting into skincare. I know like Drunk Elephant is trending among the preteens and the teens, but if you have someone who has like young teenage skin and they want skincare, I feel like Bubble is a good brand because not only is the packaging really cute and just kind of fun, it is more affordable, and overall, a lot of their products are very gentle, and I think they're kind of made for more sensitive skin. So I used their what was it called? I used their gel cleanser and their gel moisturizer, and those are really great options if you want like very basic products that aren't too intense, that don't have any like active ingredients. I don't think either one of those is included in the sale though. I do like their sunscreen as well. Oh, and their overnight hydrating sleeping mask is a really good option if you have dry skin or you just want to like infuse your skin with a good hydrating product overnight. There are other brands included in all of these categories too. I just can't cover everything in today's video because we would be here for hours. So again, always just check the website to see if there's anything that catches your attention. As for body products, a ton of things on sale. 30% off moisturizers, like body lotions, body butters, 30% off bath and shower, and then 30% off sunscreen and self-tanning as well. So I won't go through those specifically, but if you do want any of those categories, you can kind of scroll through. I didn't realize Soap and Glory was cruelty free. I used to use this brand like way back when I first started YouTube, and I loved their Righteous Body Butter so much. So I'm actually going to purchase that because it smells so, so good. And I also really loved their hand food hand cream. I feel like that was so popular back in, I don't even know what year it was. It was a million years ago, but that just brings me like right back to the old school YouTube days. So I actually want to purchase their body butter and their hand cream. As far as specific brands, Hemp's is 30% off. They have a ton of options. I haven't tried anything from the brand, so I don't know if they're good or not, but I did want to mention that. Pacifica is 30% off. They tend to have a lot of misses for me personally, but I've heard people rave about their fragrances lately, so those might be worth checking out. Truly is 25% off. They have a bunch of sets right now, which is kind of nice because value kits overall tend to have, or they tend to be a really good deal because you're getting more product than what you pay for. So 25% off on top of those might be worth checking out. I think Truly is kind of like a fun brand to gift just because the products are like beautifully packaged. And I've tried a few. I've tried like their like whipped body butters and I thought they were nice. 25% off Tree Hut. I love their sugar scrubs, their shave oil. Also, their body butters are nice, and with the discount, everything's under $10. I did want to mention the Touchland hand sanitizers are 20% off. Okay, these are expensive. I said I would never, ever, ever try them, and I bought one. I don't know when I bought one. It was during some sale. I think it was actually like the Ulta Fall Haul event last year. I had points. The cute packaging pulled me in. I actually really like it. I like the shape of it. I like the fact that it doesn't leak because a lot of hand sanitizers leak, and I actually keep mine in my kid's diaper bag. So when I want my toddler to wash his hands, like he's pretty good about using hand sanitizer, but that one is so nice because you spray it on, it smells good. He loves that it's purple, it's cute. So you know what? I might actually buy another one of them. Even though they're overpriced, I do think they're fun. As far as the hair category, I won't touch on a ton of these products because again, I've tried like a lot of makeup, a good amount of skincare, but probably the least hair care products when it comes to all of the categories at Ulta. I did want to mention they're offering up to 40% off tools and brushes, and the Flex Style, oh, the Flex Style, I think I called it the Flex Styler earlier, by Shark is on sale for $239. It's normally $299. I kind of want to try this because originally I was like, oh, I'll save all of my points for the Dyson Airwrap. I saved like $500 worth of points and then I just couldn't bring myself to buy it. It's just so expensive. I know people say they love it, it's worth the money, but I don't know, that's a lot for a hair tool. So I've kind of considered the Shark because it's like half the price. It's still expensive at $300, don't get me wrong, but now it's on sale for $239. And I do think I have a lot of Ulta points I could put toward this purchase. What do you guys think if you've tried this? I feel like a lot of people say they like it just as much, sometimes better. I don't know. I'm pretty basic with the curling iron. I just use like a curling iron with a clamp these days, but I'm tempted by this. So I just wanted to point that out in case that's on your wish list too. That's a pretty pricey product. There are other things on sale like hair dryers, flat irons, curling irons, a lot of products, like over 80 different hair tools, which is a lot because during 21 Days of Beauty, there weren't a ton of hair products. No. There were a ton of hair products, but not a ton of hair tools on sale. So if you need a new hair tool specifically, I would recommend checking out that category. As for the other categories, up to 30% off shampoos and conditioners. How many products are on sale? 278 products. I do not need shampoo and conditioner for the foreseeable future because last year, I think it was during like their Black Friday sale, I bought a lot of shampoo and conditioner from Ulta and I'm going through it kind of slowly. But if you do need shampoo and conditioner, there are a bunch of products on sale. Also up to 30% off hair treatments. This includes oils and serums, also masks, products for your scalp, leave-in treatments. So a lot of different options, which is kind of nice to see. I won't go through too many more because I just haven't tried a lot of them. I can't share my thoughts on them, but I'll scroll through so you can see some of the deals. Oh, I know a lot of people talk about this Color Wow Dream Coat Supernatural Spray. It's a mini. It's normally $12 on sale for $7.20, but I might actually try that because I've seen some like befores and after, and it basically, like if you use that before you style your hair, it makes everything look super smooth, frizz-free. The summer is coming. The humidity it's not great for my hair. Anyway, I know we covered a lot in today's video. I just threw like a ton of info at you, but I just kind of like to narrow it down when it comes to these sales because they can be a little bit overwhelming. And maybe you don't want to shop the sale, but maybe you do, and you're just kind of like a little bit turned off by how many products are actually available because nobody has time to sit there and scroll through 5,000 products. So thank you for watching today's video. I hope it was helpful, maybe even just to inform you about the sale in case you didn't know about it. Stay tuned because I have a couple of videos coming your way. I'm going to share all of the best and worst new drugstore makeup I've been trying out. I'm going to share the products I bought during the Sephora sale. I have a few other things on my list, but if there's anything you want to see, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be back very soon with a new one. Bye.